Hi y'all, welcome to my channel. I'm Tabitha, creator at Tabitha'sCozy Corner. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I turn a TV into a fireplace. If that sounds interesting to you, please stick around, hit that like and subscribe button. Thanks. Okay, so here is what we're working with. We already have our fireplace. That's a fake fireplace. It's not real. It's just some 2x4s built into the shape of a fireplace with covered in some shiplap, and then just some fake firewood. And there's the TV. That was my daughter's TV. She decided she no longer wanted it, and so I decided I was going to try to repurpose it into a fireplace screen. Okay, so first I'm going to show you how perfect this is going to be, because of the width is exactly what the TV should be. I was like, it was totally meant to be for this. I mean, and these come off, so I can just snap them back in. And then this is going to fit right behind there. And it's going to be perfect fit. Now, I will have to add a spacer. I could do it here and make it simple, but I'm going to add it to the bottom so when I vacuum, I don't bang into the TV and end up blowing it. And it's still got its mounting brackets. It's dusty, so I do need to wipe it off. And this, I don't know if I'm going to mount it on there or just kind of set it in there and frame around it so it won't come out. And to plug it up, I have a plug-in on this side over here, and I'm going to run the cord through here, because this is open. Like I said, this is a fake fireplace, so I've got a hole up in there that I can just shove the cord through there, and I'm going to drill a hole on that end so it can come out. If maybe, I mean, and there might be enough space that I can pull it from behind. I don't know. I'll have to look and see what I'm going to do there. But if not, I got a drill bit and we will get her done. Okay. So first, let's take out my pencil that I was using. I built this about, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 years ago. Maybe less. I don't exactly recall. Oh, let's go get a rag and some stuff to wipe it down. Okay, back with some cleaning supplies here. Take this off. And this one. Let's wipe this down. I guess that's a place that we all don't really think about that needs dusting, is behind our TVs, because they're mounted on the wall. Well, the majority of us has probably got them all mounted on the wall. I know I don't think about it often. see, that's a perfect fit. Just a little bit snug there. It's gonna work perfect. Now I need to see how much. Let's see if we can put this under there. Yeah, perfect. And we're going to see how much of a height that we need. About a 2.5, it looks like. So I'm going to go find me a board that's about 2.5 inches tall, and 29.5 long. Be right back. Okay, I'm back, and I have a bunch of scrap wood in the back because I've done all kinds of projects. This was the perfect height, exactly 2.5. So I just cut it down to 29.5 inches long. And now I'm going to see if it fits before we do any. Okay, I know that's going to fit because it goes under there. At least on that side. Okay, yeah, it's just going to be a snug fit. So before I do this, I'm going to actually add some board pieces in the back to kind of mount that to, so it don't just shove all back there. Okay, now I went back and cut me another 2x6, and I'm just going to use this as a mount on the bottom, flat, because it wasn't tall enough, you know, for the space. So I'm going to nail that down a little bit further back, obviously, and then I'm going to put this here. It'll work. So let's take this out. This the prettier side. I want it to be flush with this right there. So stick that all the way up. Okay. I should have grabbed another battery, but I didn't. So we'll just use this one. And I already have some nails. No, maybe my things wasn't long enough. Well, that side is, but this side isn't. Okay. Now we go. Hopefully I did not just... Okay, well, apparently my nails are not long enough. Okay, now I got some nails the old-fashioned way, so yeah, that'll work. And I forgot the hammer. As you can see, I did not really think this out. I just had a spur of the moment thought in my head and started doing it. I got the hammer. Now let's try this again. Okay, that's the perfect up to the edge. So this is right where we want that. And blooper. Maybe it wasn't sharp enough. Yeah. And now I can actually use the nail gun. And my plan is to paint this black. And we'll go ahead and maybe add one more nail to this. Okay. And while I was in the back, I did go ahead and cut these little pieces and this piece. So when I put this TV in there, this will have a brace up here so the TV don't just fall backwards. So I'm going to go ahead. Alright, I may need to get you all a better angle so you can see what I'm actually doing. Okay, see if that works. Now I just cut off a sliver. Yeah, that's better. It's going to be still a snug fit, but we will hammer her into place. Okay. Okay, now let's see if we can drill a hole. We're going to move this stuff. I'm going to be working right here somewhere. I'm going to first take this off and see if maybe I left a space in between there, because at one time I was thinking about running these TV cords through here, so I may have left some space down there. So we will see if there is space, a gap between there. They may not be. If not, I'll drill a hole. We will see. Okay, I got y'all set up. Hopefully I don't knock you over when I'm trying to drill. So let's see. Let's take these out. Just two screws holding them in there. And there's not. I thought maybe there was a hole in there, but there's not. So I can't remember what board I used. I think it's a 2x4 back there. So put our bit in and figure it out. Actually, unplug this one so I can move that up there out of the way. I'm trying to go up like where it would kind of be hidden. Hopefully that's big enough for the cable to go through. Oh yeah, just do some wiggling. Okay, let's go find us a piece of metal so we can shove through there and tie it to the cable. Okay, I got this wire, and it's just a spool of wire. I'm going to cut some off, and hopefully this goes well. And I'm going to feed it through the hole, and hopefully I can grab onto it over there. Perfect. Okay. So now I don't want to lose that piece. And that piece is hanging. Let me get y'all back over here to this angle so you can see what I'm doing. Now that we got you set back up, let's get to bring this cable down this wire. Actually, it probably would if I just stick it through there. Okay. That part's still sticking out over there, so I'm gonna lay that in there, just like that. And I think these mounting brackets are going to be in the way of that 2x6, so I'm just going to go ahead and take those off. Okay. And I could probably go with some wider trim to hide the frame of this. Okay, this is my thoughts right now. This is not really wide enough to cover, you know, the screen and the trim part that I've got there that needs to be covered. So I went to the back to see what I could find, and I've got this. I think it's like a 1 inch. This is like 2.5 inch. Same thing I used on the bottom. And this, you know, will do perfect. But I don't know if I like how thick it is and sticks out. It's a maybe. Then I also have this, but I would also have to go back there and cut it with a circular saw to the width that I need. And then the height. But my ideal is to, whatever piece I do end up using, I'm going to stain so it matches this. Because I don't have any white paint on hand. But I do have some black. I'm going to paint this black to blend in with this. Okay. But before we do any of that, let's go and pull that cable through and make sure the TV actually still works from all the moving around that I've done to it. Okay, here's our cable. Let's just pull, and there is the knot. So this is going to be a little tricky. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Now, let's plug it into this. And let's go test to see if it comes on. Okay. Okay, the TV still works, so let's get to working on this trim. Then we can show you the final project. Okay, so let's take this piece right here off. Right, to get the height, I'm just going to measure from here. Oh, you can't see that side. Okay, so from here, from the bottom to the corner, the bottom half of the TV. You can see what that is. And that looks like right at 20 inches. So I'm going to go cut 2 of these at 20 inches, and then I'll measure how wide they are for the top part. Okay, now that we got the boards cut, we're going to stain them. And I'm going to stain them with Early American. I use early American and dark walnut throughout the house. And I just have a oat sock that I was going to throw away because we can't find the mate to. So I just start using this stuff as my scraps to stain stuff. And before I put these up, I'm actually going to go get some black paint and we're going to paint that. We'll be right back. Okay, I got some black paint. And our paint everything brush. And I put this down hoping I wouldn't spill any on the floor. I've done that several times, so now this carpet needs to be replaced. But I want to do hardwood floors on here, but not the same ones that I've got in the kitchen, because those come from Lowe's and I'm not really a big fan of them. So I like to do some real wood, but this is concrete underneath here, so I'd have to do a lot of prep work in order to, you know, nail down some real wood. That'll be one day. Okay. Now let's put the trim up. Now let's clean up our mess and show you guys the final look. Well, y'all, that's the end of this video. I hope you liked it. I think it turned out amazing. I love it. I wish I'd done this sooner. But thanks for watching. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Bye.